All right, today, the media mob, their coverage of the Trump trial on MSDNC, well, let's say got very weird, very fast. As former Mueller pitbull, remember Andrew Weissman? Anyway, he took a moment to declare his deep, abiding love for Judge Merchan. Take a look.
As you've noted, with respect to Judge Merchan, I mean, I am like now, I have like a man crush on him. Right. He is such a great judge that it's hard to see that the jurors wouldn't have the same impression. I mean, you just keep on thinking, if you looked in a dictionary for like judicial temperament, that's what you get.
He's one of those guys that peddled the Russia conspiracy hoax lie for 3 years on a network that peddled conspiracy theories for 3 years. Isn't that sweet? Here now, Trump legal spokeswoman Alina Habba is back with us. All right, let's get your take on all of this today, Alina.
Well, Sean, I know intimately the Mueller and Russia hoax. And this is the epitome of it. He's like an advertisement for Hillary Clinton and the BS that they peddled and they got away with. And God knows if it was Trump, no chance. By the way, that's a perfect example, Sean, of an FEC investigation that actually resulted in a fine, unlike President Trump, unlike the hoax that we're dealing with right now in New York. He should be ashamed of himself. I mean, that was just the most ridiculous.
That's when she took money and funneled it through a law firm that hired an op research firm that hired a guy by the name of Christopher Steele that put together a dirty Russian disinformation lying dossier that was used to get not one but 4 FISA warrants approved, lying to a FISA court. Nobody seems to pay a price in those cases.
Most importantly, Sean, what did she do with that money? She funneled it through her law firm. And the law firm was a guy's. Sounds very familiar. Don't forget what they're doing here. Don't forget what trial we're dealing with here. If they're saying that he's doing it, it's because they've done it themselves. President Trump has done nothing wrong. Who has done something wrong was exactly the example of what we just saw. This man has a crush on this judge. Why? Because he peddles the false narrative that the Democrats right now need, because President Biden cannot win on policies. He cannot win on immigration. He cannot win on anything. So they have somebody come up who's from back in the day and fail to acknowledge the fact that Hillary Clinton actually got an FEC violation for funneling money through a law firm, for booking it as a legal expense. That is the person that should be sitting on trial right now, not President Trump.
Let me ask you, what was your take and your read on the questions that are being asked by the jury and jury instructions that, as we pointed out, actually go against not one but 2 separate Supreme Court decisions?
Yeah, I think that we have to be honest about what's going on here. For me to sit here and give America false hopes would be disingenuous. I think that realistically, this judge is going to manage these questions the way he wants. Number one, their questions are about Pecker and Cohen's testimony. Personally, I wouldn't even be looking at Cohen's testimony, Sean. I can't imagine a world in which I would care what that man said. Number two, we've got Pecker's testimony about stories, but all of them are missing one thing. President Trump, who was in the White House running what he needed to run. So I'm confused by it. I honestly know better at this point than to assume that a New York jury is doing anything other than looking at it and assuming. I always assume the worst in New York, I'll be honest with you. But hopefully this jury is taking this case seriously. To me, it should have been acquittal. I know for you the same, but we're in New York, and that was by design. So let's see what happens. We're giving them the evidence they needed. They will reread the jury instructions tomorrow. I'll be there, and we'll report back on what happens.
All right, Alina, thank you for the update. We appreciate it. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.